No one dared to quarrel with this woman. In the bathroom, everyone was staring at her. Her eyes could tell that she was no ordinary. Her name is Polaris, the daughter of Magneto. She can control anything with iron. During an escape, she accidentally gets injured and ends up in jail. Looking at this small space, there is an iron toilet bowl. This seemed like an opportunity for her. She wants to crack the iron gate with her superpower. Suddenly, the necklace around her neck emitted a high voltage. Her body seemed empty. The people in prison mocked her. They did not seem to welcome this mutant. This necklace is designed to deal with those who use superpower. Because of this necklace, she will also look like a normal person. There's no one here to help you. Try to get along. I have supporters. On the day she went to prison, suddenly a black girl spat in her face. She is the administrator of this prison, but Polaris didn't want to cause trouble, so she wiped the saliva with her hand. But this black girl still did not spare her. She asked Polaris to clean her shoes and obeys her orders. This act is like an act of proving oneself. Outside you can use superpowers, but here, I am the one in power. She was about to leave, but was pulled back and pinned to the ground. Then she was hit hard. The black girl, knowing that Polaris was pregnant, kicked her in the stomach. This ultimately angered Polaris. She endures high voltage currents to use her superpowers. She was then taken to a cell by the guards. This small space made her feel lonely and scared, reminding her of the time she spent with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is very nice. The light on their hands can create a beautiful beam, so she's called Polaris. Now she looked around. A thought popped into her head. She wanted to escape. Her raised hands continuously emitted blue light. The necklace around her neck is emitting a high voltage of 2000 volts. As the super large amount of electricity increases, the current of the necklace also increases. She shouted loudly. The iron door was opened. She lay wearily on the ground. She endured excruciating pain and crawled out the door. But this is a prison, not a dormitory. With her current physical strength, it's hard for her to escape. The next day, she was taken to a more heavily guarded prison, but the police had no idea that Polaris' boyfriend and her teammate had been waiting on the street for a long time. They used their thoughts to damage truck tires. The police immediately ordered the door locked. At this moment, there was an invisible man walking among them. Tommy on the other side uses superpowers, but it seems unusable, and the ability of the invisible person has gradually disappeared. He was finally exposed to the police. He was welcomed with a round of gunfire. The strange thing is that the mutants here can't use their abilities. Why? That's because there's a mutant named Pulse. He has the ability to disable all nearby superpowers, so they can only fight hand-to-hand to defeat the opponent. Their superpowers are also instantly restored. Polaris in the car helps her teammates. She blocked the bullets with her bare hands. Seeing that the situation was not good, the police immediately evacuated. On their way back, they spotted a tracking device above their heads. Polaris removed the mirror, then maneuvered it out. Her boyfriend used a laser reflector to detonate the tracking device. Everything is very easy. But the FBI still chases diligently. They prepared an ambush on the road, but Polaris is not afraid. He took control of the steering wheel and throttle to rush towards the police. This woman's strength was terrible. For her, ammo is just a toy. Even the gun in the opponent's hand obediently obeyed her. She takes the police to an abandoned factory. Then, using her powers, a 20-meter-long steel rod pierced the ground, tying his neck, so that he could experience the feeling of wearing a necklace like hers. Then she learned the latest from him. The police want to get rid of all these mutants. By this time, the outside was already full of police. It seems the police really intend to wipe them out entirely. But Polaris is not a gentle person. She manipulates steel bars and throws out police cars. Only by resistance can they escape. To rescue the hostage, the FBI fired tear gas rounds into the building.
Tear gas!
Therefore, the mutant squad could only temporarily retreat. The police continued to ambush a truck. Their target is the mutants in the truck. As soon as the police opened fire, Polaris upstairs controlled the bullet. The other girl uses an energy barrier to change the direction of the car. The other uses an illusion to make the truck turn in 2 different directions. And the truck was actually safe and easily escaped from the police.